How's it going, everybody? Just puttering in the old saw shop. Got the 371 here. I'm looking this thing over. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. I think I'm gonna put a different top end on it, and I'm gonna pull a complete ignition off another saw and try that and see if it runs better. The more I look at it, I'm like, I don't know. Either way, friends, I wasn't happy with the top end on this saw, so just have to try again, right? Just keep trying until you figure out the problem. The more I know, the less I know, right? Anyhow, today's video, I got a couple of packages here that I've had for a little while. This one I've had since I unboxed my 572. This one was mailed to me, and friends, so a lot of shipping companies will not deliver out to the boonies here. You guys know the Tin Man lives in the middle of nowhere, and I don't even live in a town, friends. I just live in the middle of nowhere. We're so rural out here, you can't Google my address. It doesn't exist to Google. It's in the no man's land, in the gray zone. But anyways, most places will not deliver out here, so what I do is, if somebody wants to send me a package, not, that, and it can't get directly to me, I'll have them ship it to somebody's house in the city, and I'll go pick it up. Well, long story short, this package, Ryan at Wolf Creek sent this to me quite a while ago, but the person, the house that it got shipped to, the person that lives there was on vacation, on a long vacation. So I just picked this up the other day. Thank you, Ryan. This one I've had for a little while, but when I unboxed the 572 pipe, that video was too long, and I figured, we'll unbox this another time. So anyhow, this is from the boys at Supakool Saws, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm sure it'll be another toy for me to play with or something. But, oh, nice. So again, they're the guys, they made the pipe that is on my 572. Nice. Little instruction manual. And muffler bolts, and what looks like a Supakool Saw sticker. Right on. Next time it's warm in here, boys, I'll have to put you on my shelf. People send me stickers all the time, places I've been. I got an Iron Horse sticker, Boot Company, British Columbia Air Attack, McCullough. I got stickers from people, and I'll have to put this up on the wall there. Thank you, boys. So anyhow, let's see what we got in here. Throw that in the G file. You know what that looks like, eh? Anybody that drinks whiskey. Now, friends, one thing about me, I don't really drink anymore. I could have a beer with my lunch or my supper or something, but that's usually it for me. I'm not a drinker anymore, but that makes me think of Crown Royal, which is Crown Royal sipping whiskey, which is made in Gimli, Manitoba, not far from here. Kind of interesting. Friends, wow. Sorry, I'm having a quiet moment, friends. Wow, this thing's nice. Now, makes me wonder. Now, I know what this is for. Friends, this is one of those 500 eye pipes. Hey everyone, just wanted to quickly jump in, little interjection. This pipe here, as well as the ram horn, are both Buckin designs. I like to give respect to the people that have done the work to get these things going on. I'm just showing it off because it's a super cool pipe, but super cool. No pun intended. This is another Buckin design. When I first saw this pipe in Ohio, we had a couple of these bolted on some Ripsaw 500Is. When I first saw it, I was like, really, that works? And friends, this design, as crazy as it looks, actually works on a 500i. So again, you never know what a pipe's going to do until you try it. And also the ram horn, that's another Buckin design. I've had a whole bunch of emails and questions. Where can I get the ram horn? You can't, friends. That's a prototype. And I'm just lucky to be one of the fellows that's testing it. So stay tuned for a ram horn that's available. But anyways, Buckin is... I don't know how he comes up with these designs, but he does all the time, these pipe designs, and he goes, I wonder, and often his designs work. Pipe design is really about R&D, and I'm just lucky enough to be one of the fellows that's testing them. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Moving on. Content's been a little slow the last week or so. Friends, my shop actually flooded. So I shot, the video you're seeing now, I shot over a week ago. My shop flooded, friends. We had a bunch of rain and precipitation, and the ground's still frozen here being winter, and a lot of it ran under the door of my shop and ended up in my shop. So I'm still cleaning up my shop. There was a couple inches of water in there this week, and I don't have anything in boxes really sitting on the ground, so, but still got to clean up. It's a little bit of a mess in there. I got to dry it out. So stay tuned, friends. We'll be back in the shop working once I get everything squared away. Anyhow, back to the video. Wow. Let's get some more light on there. Ooh, look at the craftsmanship. Just rows of dimes. And yes, friends, it does have a screen in it. People ask about that. This has a screen in it. Okay. This is the pipe that was run on the Ripsaw 500i when we were in Ohio. And I didn't really know they were going to do this for me, but thank you guys. Now, friends, I do not have a 500i, but when I do, I have a pipe. I'm going to get a 500i. One of these days, it will be a Ripsaw 500i. I like collecting saws from other people. Sometimes it's nice to not have to build the saw. That 500i that the boys at Ripsaw built, there was 3 or 4 of them at Ohio there. That thing, they all just ran, just straight up. I was super impressed. But anyways... thank you, guys. Look at this thing. Now, I believe you can order these from Supakool saws. And I'm sure the weight may be lengthy, but I'm not sure. Again, friends, anytime I get feedback often about that product you showed on your channel. I went to get one and the wait is 6 months. Well, friends... unfortunately, there's so many people watching YouTube now, and when they see something they like, they order it. But I would wait 6 months for that. Look at that. Like, that looks like a MotoGP exhaust. What I'm curious is there any saws that I own that I can bolt this to? Give me a second here. This is Caleb's 460. Oh, it's so close. This would bolt to here. The flange is a little... the holes in the flange is a little bit narrow, but that would fit. Wow. I can't do it though, friends. That's a beautiful pipe. Anyhow, I may dig around and see if there's any of my saws that this will bolt to. Maybe we'll bolt it up. Anyhow, thank you, boys. That thing's awesome. I'm definitely going to put this back into this and get rid of the G file. This is going back into here. And I'll put it on the shelf for when I do get a 500. Or if I could find a saw that this will bolt to, I'll definitely do that. Again, running and gunning here, which means less editing. Friends, you want to know how you YouTube? I get asked this all the time. Tin Man, you got a full-time job, a big yard, a year and a half old, a wife. How do you do it? Just make it fit. You guys have been here year after year, episode after episode, and it's like I make sure that I fit it in, right, friends? Some days you have a whole day to do YouTubey things. Some days you have an hour or two, and you just, you know. Now, here's the fun part. I don't really script anything, friends. Whatever I'm doing today is what we film, and I want to open up these boxes. So, okay, this one here. This is from Ryan at Wolf Creek. Now, friends, Ryan at Wolf Creek has been helping this channel out forever. Forever and ever and ever. Thank you to everybody that has taken the time to go there and purchase products from them. It means a lot to me. And Ryan he's a great guy. One of these days, friends, if I'm ever in that neck of the woods, I'd love to stop by and shake the man's hand. Ryan from Wolf Creek has been taking care of us for years and years and years. No strings attached. And I order 90% of my hard parts, you know, my pistons, my cylinders, all that kind of stuff. I order from Ryan because I order it. It's here quickly. If there's an issue with parts, he'll make it right, friends. If you order something from him and you're not happy with it, give him a call. I'm sure he'll take care of you. And I've been hearing that from people for years and years and years, that Ryan just takes care of his customers. So he sent me this 372 pop-up piston. Thank you very much. Can always use those. Now, this is something interesting. I'm going to save this for the end because we're talking about 500 eyes. Okay. Now, this is, I think this is a new product from Hyway, guys. I'm pretty sure. And I wanted one because it's kind of neat. This is a 390 big bore. Okay. This is a 57 millimeter top end from Hyway, okay, that you can bolt onto your 385 or 390. Now, I'm not sure how many cc's that is, but that's 3 more cc's of bore you're adding. So you're going to take your 90cc saw, and it's probably going to be close to 100 with this kit. You can bolt this right onto your saw and take your 385, 390 and make it a big saw. I'm just checking it out. I haven't really looked at this, friends. I just kind of looked in the box and was like, hey, interesting. So again, 57 millimeters. I'm going to bring you guys in, and I want you guys to see this. Okay, so here's the, I think this is a new kit, friends. Don't quote me on that, but Hyway is always adding different parts to their repertoire. You guys know I like my Hyway stuff. They've been good. I feel like Hyway's getting better and better all the time. And I know if they were no good, Ryan wouldn't sell them, because Ryan's pretty serious about his saw parts, you know, like making sure guys like me and you out there get the right stuff at a good price. And anyways, there. Okay, so this is a 54 millimeter top end, and here's your 57. Okay, so substantially bigger. Now, what I'm curious about is, did they make the transfers any smaller? No. So, friends, sometimes when you get these really oversized big bores, you know, more than 2 millimeters, this one's 3 millimeters. Sometimes you lose some transfer area because the bore just gets so big. But you know what? I don't think they did any of that in this case. Intakes. Again, typical Hyway quality. Every time I get a new batch of Hyway, it's like they upped it more. It gets better and better, and I'm really happy to have Hyway around, because a lot of these saws that I work on this channel, you can't get parts for them. You can't get top ends, and even if you can, they're at a price point that, I mean, let's be honest, friends. If you're on a saw 5-6 days a week, you're probably going to buy a new saw. But for the rest of us, if rebuilding a saw costs more than buying a new one, you would just buy a new one. Price point at some point has to be part of the equation. So I'm really happy to have companies like Hyway around, because we can do what we can do at a price that, you know, you can rebuild your saw and have a nice shiny new saw for half the price. Well, I'm impressed. Again, they look the same. Like Hyway sends good stuff. I'm always happy to try their products. Now, friends, kind of something interesting, just because I have this sitting here. Often, guys have been doing this for years. They'll actually take this top end, okay, this is the 54 mil, and they'll put it on this, okay, that's a 371, 372, and it's funny because the bolts line up, friends, something to think about. Okay, but now I'm curious, because I've been wanting to do this swap for a while. Do a 372 giant bore. Well, that's the 57 millimeter. This is 54. This is the common one that they put on there. Okay. It doesn't fit, but you do have to modify the case in that. But I mean, you could do it. Actually, I have another bottom end here. Okay, this one's got a timing wheel and a mock-up piston, but you guys can see, like, yeah, it's close. You do have to hog out some material out of there. Now, I believe the kicker in this, friends, before you guys start grinding up your saws and that, the kicker in this is the cylinder height, okay? There is a height difference. And it doesn't matter because the top cover doesn't always fit. So, just something to think about. This would be a high level project, not an intermediate or anything like that. But just having a look see since we had it on the bench. Okay, so standard bore. Okay, 54 mil. Here's a 372 top end just for fun, so you guys can kind of see. 54 mil. Here, so the piston is bigger than the entire. Okay. Anyhow, friends, I thought you guys would kind of enjoy seeing that, and kind of neat. So it looks like Hyway has a giant bore, you know. I don't know how big that would be, friends. An extra 3 cc's. I have a displacement calculator app, but I don't have it on me right now. But I'm kind of curious is what size would this saw be if you put this top end on? Probably be like 98 cc's, something like that. Definitely would be big. Okay, I'm going to pause you. There's one more thing I want to show. Now, this is something I did not know existed. See that? It's a Meteor. Okay. Again, without Meteor, I'd be dead in the water. They have pistons for darn near everything. Yes, I drop things a lot. Okay. That's for a 500i. I did not know that you could get a Meteor piston for 500i. I'm guessing they just came out with this. Okay, single ring. Look at this little piston. She's short and she's light. Okay, typical Meteor quality. To my knowledge, this is probably the only aftermarket piston you can get. Now, somebody's going to type in and say, no, you can get one from here, but it's kind of interesting. And just for fun, let's look at the difference between a 500i piston and a 390 piston. The difference is substantial. Interesting. So what size is a 390 piston? What do we got here? Oh, that's why. I was going to say, if this is 54 mil, it's pretty rattly. 54, this is 55 millimeter. That's the difference. So I was a little off there, friends. The 390 is a 55 millimeter. I was thinking of the 385, which I'm pretty sure is 54. Okay, kind of interesting. 54 millimeter piston. This may be a piston that you could use in other 54 millimeter saws to do a swap. Anyways, that's pretty cool. I didn't know. Well, so now I have a piston and a pipe for 500i. I'm getting there. One piece at a time, like Johnny Cash. I'll get me a 500i. Anyhow, friends, thank you, Ryan. And if you're experimenting with a 500i or you need a piston, there you go. There's the part number. PC28 50,000 from good old Meteor. Okay, well, that's what we're working with today. I wanted to get those boxes open. Thank you to Supakool Saws for sending that 500i pipe. That thing's like a piece of jewelry. And, of course, to Ryan at Wolf Creek. Thank you to everybody that goes over and checks out Wolf Creek Saw Shop. Ryan has been instrumental in making this channel what it is for years. And he's a good fella. And that's why I promote Wolf Creek Saw Shop, because Ryan's just a good fella and he takes care of his customers, and that's the number one thing to me. I don't want to blow smoke, friends, but we're at the point with this channel and the size that I could run any parts that I want and probably find somebody to supply them, but I don't forget who took me to the dance, and Ryan's been here since like 500 or 1,000 subscribers. He's been a part of this channel, and I'll never forget that. You know, Ryan has always been a super big help to this channel. So thank you to everybody that goes over there and checks out Wolf Creek and mentions that the Tin Man sent you. That's super nice. And just thank you for helping out a good person, a good family man that, you know, wants to supply quality parts to those of us that play with chainsaws. Anyhow, friends, thanks for watching. Take her easy, and I'll see you guys in a couple days. Later.